You want to do a print-on-demand business, but what should your t-shirts say? Well, that's what we're going to talk about today. How you find the correct niche for your t-shirts to make sure that they sell. My name is Michelle Downey. Welcome to my YouTube channel, and thank you for watching this video as well as this series about print-on-demand. This video is going to talk about the research you need to do in order to find the right phrases and the right illustrations for your t-shirts. Please remember to like and subscribe. Best part about finding the phrases and the illustrations for your t-shirts is it's very low cost. In fact, 3 of the tools we're going to use during this video are absolutely free, my favorite kind. Are you ready to get those phrases all together and maybe get some illustrations as well? Let's get started. The first tools we're going to use are public websites, definitely free. We're going to go to Etsy. Etsy is one of the biggest marketplaces for people who are selling print on demand. They get about 300 million visitors per month. So this is a really good pool where you can figure out what people are buying, what people are selling, and how you could model your business. Don't want you to steal the designs. What we're going to do is we're going to do some basic research to see what is selling and what are the attributes of those t-shirts that are selling that we can copy for our own business. I'm going to do a search first just for best-selling t-shirts, and then I'm going to do a search for coffee t-shirts just to show you how simple some of these designs are, and they are selling in the thousands. This is where I search for best-selling t-shirts for women. You'll see as we scroll through that they tell you how many thousands have sold. You also get a good idea about what the prices are, so you have an idea of what customers who are shopping on Etsy expect. Now we're going to switch over just to coffee. Let's see how many thousands of t-shirts there are out there and also how many thousands are selling. That's the important part. As you can see by looking at these designs, some will have just words, some will have just illustrations, or some will combine. So you really have a good variety of what does sell. You can also see how big the phrases need to be, how large the illustrations need to be on the t-shirt, what kind of details they are, what kind of color shirt is selling really well. So this is a great place to get ideas about what you should do for your business. Second website we're going to go to is Amazon. Amazon.com gets about 1.5 billion visitors per month. So if you can get into the merch on demand program, I don't want you to be a seller. That's the active part of being a print on demand person. I would much rather you do the passive income of print on demand. Apply for the merch on demand program, which we're going to talk about later on in this series. And then you can have your designs printed and dispatched directly by Amazon. So I'm going to copy the same search that I did for Etsy. Best-selling t-shirts for women. So we'll get a good idea of what the variety is that's out there. And next I'm just going to put in coffee t-shirts. This coffee t-shirt, if you look at it, this graphic was probably made on Canva. And all you have to do is repeat that word 5 times and in different colors. And let's scroll down and see how many thousands of these shirts are selling. So like I said, this is not a complicated business. This is not any kind of special skills that are needed. All of the tools are available for you. The next tool we're going to use is not free. However, it's kind of free. So it's free because there's a free 3-day trial. But I do think you're going to need more than 3 days to do your research in order to decide what niche you want to be in for your print-on-demand business. However, the cost of the subscription to this tool is only $10 per month, $9.99. And this tool is called Merch Informer. This is actually a tool created by Amazon. It's part of their Merch on Demand program, but anybody can access this tool. There are 2 places we're going to use to do our research for our print-on-demand business. First, you'll need to create an account, email address, and password. I think I mentioned in a previous video that you should create a separate email address for your print-on-demand business. This will keep it separated from your other passive income streams and also from your personal life. For Merch Informer, we're going to use two specific tools to do our research. The first is going to be the keyword search. When we do the keyword search, we are trying to find t-shirts or phrases that are falling into the searching on the Amazon website, searching on Google, and also low competition. That's what I like to call the sweet spot of where money can be made. So as we go through our keywords, I'm going to put in runner first. I've seen a lot of t-shirts or running motifs, and that's something I'm actually very involved in. So it is something I have a bit of a passion about. So I would like to make t-shirts. And then also book clubs. That's the other hobby that I'm involved in, reading books. I belong to a book club. I've been a member for over 15 years, so I am very passionate about what a book club can do and how it can be really beneficial for your life. I think it's really important that you try to choose something that you're interested in, but I can also understand if you just want to look for those niches that are there to make money. This is a business, and sometimes you just gotta follow that cash. So we're going to put in these two key searches, and we're going to see how we can find that spot where we have both searches on Amazon, searches on Google, and low competition. Once we've done that research, the next place we want to go is to the product search. By putting keywords into the product search, you're going to get a lot of different information. The first thing you're going to get is a letter score, A to F. It's almost like being back in school. We want to try to get a letter A. A means that there's very low competition and sales are happening. F means that there's loads of competition and it may not be someplace where we can sell a lot of shirts. The other place you're going to look on this tool is down below where it gives us all the key words. And these are keywords you're going to want to use in your product descriptions when you go to list them on various websites. This will help you to increase the sales. It's really nice that Amazon has given us all of this information so that we can really optimize how much money we can make in our print on demand. Now that we know what niche we want, now that we've got some keywords, we're going to go to our next tool, ChatGPT. ChatGPT is owned by OpenAI. If you haven't heard of ChatGPT yet, it is a free tool, at least for now, where you can have the artificial intelligence, the AI robot, help you to find phrases, think of things to do, write articles, write YouTube scripts. There are loads of ways to use ChatGPT for any online business. For the print-on-demand business, we're going to ask ChatGPT to come up with phrases or slogans for our t-shirts. It's a very simple prompt. Please give me text for t-shirts in this area. Literally, that's all you have to tell it. I chose 30 in this case. I chose 30 for runner and 30 for book club. And we'll see what ChatGPT does. Once we have our list of phrases or slogans for our t-shirts, we want to copy them and put them someplace we can get them later because we need to copy them back into Merch Informer. So I copy and paste them into a Word document. Once we have our phrases or slogans from ChatGPT, we want to go back to Merch Informer. This is an important step. I don't want you to skip this because this could get you into trouble if you don't do this step. What we're going to do is check to make sure that any phrases ChatGPT gave us are not copyrighted. Some people will actually change the prompt in ChatGPT to ask for non-copyrighted phrases, non-copyrighted slogans. I have found that it doesn't really make a difference. You can sometimes get copyrighted phrases even when you ask the bot not to give you copyrighted phrases. So it's up to you if you want to add that to your prompt. On Merch Informer, we're going to do the trademark checker. This is actually the most tedious part of this process. When ChatGPT gives you the list, it's going to have numbers and quotation marks. You will need to manually remove these in order for the trademark checker to work. I'm only going to do 10 for this video because it does take a bit of time to remove all of the information. So we're going to put 10 in, and then we're going to do a trademark check. Again, It's very nice. Amazon gives this tool to us, very, very low cost right now. And then it's going to tell us whether or not it's trademarked and therefore we can use it. So we want to see all those green tick marks coming up. Now that we have a list of phrases or slogans that are not copyrighted, we can go ahead and start creating our design. If you want to add an illustration to your design, the other tool that I personally use is Midjourney AI. Midjourney AI is another artificial intelligence, but this one actually creates images. There are a couple of different image creators out there. I personally just like Midjourney AI. I've talked about it on another video when I made coloring books, one of my other passive income streams. Adobe Firefly is another AI tool that I use. However, Adobe Firefly right now very clearly states in their terms and agreements that you cannot use it for commercial use. So do not use Adobe Firefly and then put those designs onto t-shirts that you're selling. With Midjourney AI, there is a subscription fee. If you are going to be involved in any kind of passive income businesses that will require illustrations or any kind of graphics, I would suggest you pay the subscription fee. It's very reasonably priced and I do use it almost every day. I'm going to put a prompt into Midjourney AI. So to create a Midjourney account, you need to go to Discord. They own Midjourney. They're the gateway onto the Midjourney bot. So you open an account, email, password. It's free to open the account up. It will then have a link to the Midjourney site, and that's where you get prompted to pay the subscription. From the Midjourney site, you then want to join one of the conversations. I'm on the newbies conversation, and that's where you'll be able to put /imagine, and then you'll be able to add your prompt to tell the Midjourney bot what kind of image you want to create. Put the phrase in, click enter, and then you'll watch your phrase magically come to life. You can also then click on U for update or V for variation in order to get different variations or different images along that same theme. Once you have your images created, you then go back into Midjourney and you go on to your particular server, and that's where you'll be able to see all of your images. And from there, you'll be able to download them as a file onto your device. I personally use a laptop. I usually say when getting involved in an online business, the minimum equipment you need is an internet connection, a smartphone, but I personally think you also need a laptop, especially for video editing and also for doing print on demand or other kind of passive income businesses. Because you need to do a lot of editing, you have to download information, and for me, phones just don't have that kind of file space, and also the screens are small and I need to be able to see what's going on. So I download those illustrations now onto my laptop. This is very controversial. I do understand this. There are artists out there who are creating illustrations. For those of us who are not artists like myself, this is a time saver. It also is a money saver. I'm not going out and paying an illustrator and then going back and forth trying to find variations and updates to the illustrations. I can tell the bot to do this. AI is changing the game in all types of industries out there, and it is really helping online creators, content creators to really rev up their businesses and to really investigate other income streams. So it's up to you if you want to use Midjourney to create your illustrations, or if you want to hire someone or use illustrations at all. As you've seen, a lot of the t-shirts, and probably you've seen on other websites, print-on-demand products do not have illustrations. A lot of them are just words. So you can use those words, make them different colors, make them different sizes, all types of fonts out there, without having to use the Midjourney service or another artificial intelligence imaging service of your choice. I hope you enjoyed this video about how we can create phrases and create images for our print-on-demand products. Please remember to like and subscribe. Thank you for joining me for this series on print-on-demand. In our next video, we are going to go ahead and use those phrases and images that we've created in order to make a design to go on our products. I hope to see you on that next video.